Hi guys, Aaron Leaf Green, the Green Psychic. Welcome to another free Sunday night reading. Okay, before we get started, I put up a bonus video on Wednesday night that I know a lot of people would have missed, and that's totally fine. It was me making some good luck, prosperity, money charms for myself and some friends and family. I put up a very short clip of it on TikTok, but the full 9-minute video is up on YouTube if you would like to see that. There's no talking, just a bit of music, and it just shows how I physically make some of my talismans that I do sell. So if you are interested in a good luck charm or something to attract love, like I always say, I do the magic side of it, so let me know. But I put a little bit of a snapshot of some family and friends ones that I made on Wednesday, so go check that out. If you're not following me on TikTok, please follow me, like, comment, subscribe on YouTube and all the platforms. Okay, so just to let you know, I am planning on doing a few more of those, not every week, but they are going to be bonus videos. So if you put the notification thing on YouTube on, it'll pop up and tell you when I've put another video up if you don't follow Facebook or if you're coming from TikTok. So I hope that helps. Obviously, when I finish making them physically, I take them off screen because it's a private matter, and I do a full ritual and bless them and charge them to bring in that energy, because it's all energy. That's what it is. And by making these amulets, it kind of changes the energy around you to attract, in this case, money magic, which is really funny because it doesn't mean you're automatically going to win the lotto or on the pokies or anything, but you know, that pair of shoes that you've been saving up for that's 120 bucks, you might go and buy them and suddenly they're 50% off and you save that money. There's a billion ways of how money magic works, and it makes me laugh every time. So a little bit of a longer intro than normal, but tonight the choices are going to be past, present, or future. Where's your head at? Are you stuck in the past? Can you not move forward because you're concentrating on the past? Or are you totally focused on the future? Or can you do neither and just need to live in the moment, need to be in the present? Now, regardless of what you choose tonight, whichever one you're drawn to, the specific reading is for you and what's ahead for you for the short period, like the next week or so, okay? If you do want a full reading, you can contact me at thegreenspsychic@gmail.com or through the socials. However, what I'm trying to say is, if you choose past, the reading for you isn't going to be specifically about the past. It's just another category that we're choosing tonight, okay? It might be. I haven't got to the readings yet, so we'll see what happens. But just go with whatever you're drawn to, past, present, future. Look at the pictures, look at the names. If you're new here, make sure that you pick one, and when you get to that reading, it'll be for you, okay? Alright, well, that about sums up the intro. Sorry for the little bit of a longer one, but yeah, it's important to know that there's more content there if you're after it. And again, I do make these case by case. I normally make it case by case for every individual person that orders a talisman or something along that line. But I am going to start making them on a regular basis and have stock up there. And I'll probably put it up on Facebook. Yes, I'm using Facebook, but otherwise I'd need to get a website, and it seems like a lot of drama for very little return. So I'll just start putting it up on Facebook. So even if you're not on Facebook or whatever, you can check out the shop. It'll be up there, I don't know, in a couple of weeks, hopefully. Anyway, here are the timestamps. Let's get into it. Actually, I'll leave it for a little bit. Okay, that should do it. Hi guys, Aaron Leaf Green, the Green Psychic. Thank you for joining me tonight for your free psychic reading. If you chose the past, this is your reading. Before we get into it tonight though, if you haven't watched the intro, you can give that a watch, but I put up a bonus video on Wednesday night that I know a lot of people haven't seen. It's actually of me making the way I normally make good luck charms, prosperity, money charms, how I physically make them. And then off screen, I go and I do ritual and I bless them and do all of that. So I put up a very short video on TikTok, clippets, but the full video is up on YouTube. It goes for about 9 minutes. There's no talking, just a bit of relaxation, a bit of art as well. So if you're motivated, please go and check that out. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, do all that stuff, because I need to get my numbers up so that I can go live for you guys and do this live. So like I said in the intro, if you chose past, which you're watching this, it doesn't mean that this reading is specifically going to be about the past. It's just a category that was up this week. Okay, it might be. I haven't read the cards. I've taken a photo of them that I've pulled on my desk. So let's get into it. Your overall card is love. So this is I feel like saying it's haunting you. So there is love, there is romance, it is coming for you, but it's not about, this love card isn't symbolizing that, okay, there's about to be somebody there for you, or you're about to be in a relationship. What this is saying is it's bringing the focus in that love and romance, it really is important to who you are. It feels like it's a major part. There are a lot of people that judge themselves if they're single or with the wrong person, that, you know, oh, I'm so embarrassed and society's going to judge me, and like, we don't feel complete unless we're with somebody. A lot of that has to do with the way society is built. I always say it is better to be with the wrong person. It's better to be alone than with the wrong person. Okay, so right now this love and romance card, it's saying that it's all coming for you. Like, it is the love and romance card, like it's coming for you, but it's saying that your major focus is actually around your heart at the moment. And I feel a lot of people, I'm using the word haunting and mourning love, and damaged heart, broken heart, and that needs to repair. So part of this is you need to put a bit of focus into your heart and repairing and letting go of the past, letting go of that baggage. If you're waiting for somebody to come back, you know, you can't move forward. And like, never close it down. If there's somebody from the past, it could happen. There's no reason why it couldn't. But you can't sit here focusing on what that had, especially because it obviously didn't work out in the past for a reason. And if we sit here, we tend to think back to good times and we forget the bad and the crap and all the reality of the situation. We just see a romanticized version of that. So don't get stuck into that. Clear your heart, let go of that baggage. If there is somebody that you like from the past, manifest that into the world. I want somebody like that, but that is good for me, that you know, all the things that went wrong in that, manifest that'll come to you. Okay, and it will. You work towards it like anything else. You work towards the right partner, you'll find them. Okay, so the first card out is the work card, and it's upside down. So just before I continue, if you're not focused on love at the moment, like you don't really care, there is something that's saying you need to look into that a little bit, because you need to open your heart a little bit more. Okay, this work card upside down, it's kind of like you're not doing enough to help yourself. You need to be, and you need to be being harder on yourself in a way. I feel like that there's a lot of blame and a lot of I did this wrong and all that. That's not what I'm talking about. Being harder with yourself. Being harder with yourself. Okay, time to snap out of it. I have spent this much time mourning the past. I have gone through all of this. I need to pick myself up and move forward. Now the big question is, how do we do that? How we do that is moment by moment, hour by hour, 1 foot in step of the other. You just have to do something. Go and watch a movie. Even if you don't feel like it, try your best to concentrate on a movie or a TV show or a book, or watch one of the videos on YouTube where it's just art and you just watch something be created in front of you. That can be really relaxing. Go for a walk. Do whatever it is, but just do something to move forward, and day by day it will get easier. Okay, but it is saying that you do need to do that work. If there's stuff around you that you're not doing because you can't be bothered or don't feel like it or you're depressed, you need to, this is your wake-up call. This is a kick up the arse from the universe saying, okay, it's time now to move forward, move on. Okay, there's conflict here, so like this is part of what I'm saying. I feel like that there's a bad situation around you as well. Like when we're depressed about one thing, when we're really depressed about one thing, it affects everything around us and everyone around us. Okay, so we make bad decisions in that case, or we get snippy with people, or you know, we crawl back into our cocoon. And that's a defense mechanism. That's something that we need to do. There's no harm in that. But if you have rubbed people the wrong way, or you've been very snippy with people, this is what the conflict is. You're going to come out of this and start to get your energy back. And I feel like that there needs to be some apologies there, or lay some groundwork to really make your way through to the future. A lot of times when we really cocoon, it's because we're hiding from something or don't want to face something. And that's what the conflict is. It's not saying that you're going to get into fights or fist fights or anything like that, but you're going to be conflicted. You're going to have to acknowledge something or go through something that you particularly don't want to do, but you need to do that in order to move forward in your life and find that happiness. So be prepared for that. There's some hard work. It might not even involve anybody else. The conflict may be, I'm too tired, I can't get out of bed. No, I have to get out of bed. That's my work. And then when you get out of bed, it's kind of like, oh, I don't want to do this. That's your conflict, okay? Doesn't necessarily mean you're going to have a fight with somebody. It could be internal, but you need to push yourself. You've got the children card here and it's upside down. I hate to say it, but this is a sign of innocence as well. It's kind of like, I feel like, again, some bad decisions have been made, may have ruffled some feathers here or there. It could be with yourself. You could be being too mean to yourself and not allowing yourself to have a life and get out there, whatever it is. But this is lack of innocence. This is kind of like there's a bit of guilt there. You're guilty of something, and that's fine. Like, nobody's perfect, but don't let that hold you back. Work through that. The conflict could be that you have done something wrong and need to apologize to somebody else, okay? But there is a little bit of blame there. There is a little bit of making bad decisions and needing to rectify that, okay? Really sorry, guys, but this is what I'm seeing. I've got the house card and it's upside down. So this is kind of, you need to clear the air, you need to get your house in order, you need to put out fires, fix problems. And look, I know this is very draining, me saying all of this, just hearing all of this, I get it. But it is up to you to find that energy, which you will find. This is saying you are going to find that energy. Snap. You know, you could be driving down the road, you're totally fine, somebody cuts you off, snap, you suddenly got road rage, and we have that snap moment. We can have that in reverse as well, where we're down and we just, one day we just look at the river and go, I'm sick of this, I'm up, I'm getting up. Snap, you've got that moment, you get that energy, okay? Never cross that out of your mind, because it happens all the time. That's how we snap out of things. Where do you think the saying comes from? So you need to get your house in order. Like when we're depressed, sometimes we go into slob mode and the house becomes a disaster. It may be time to just get up and actually clean one area at a time, do one thing at a time. Just get up and mop the bathroom floor. It will make you feel better, even though everybody hates cleaning, but it makes you feel better once it's done. The next card over is the Spirit Energy card. I'm just checking the time because I'm really running over. The Spirit Energy card here is upside down. So this is actually talking about spirits around you. And what this is basically saying at the moment is you can't rely on anybody else to get you out of this mess. One way or another, you contributed to being in this mess. Regardless, I'm not placing blame, but I am saying that regardless, you need to get yourself out. Nobody's going to come along and hand you $1 billion on a silver platter. Prince Charming or Princess Charming is not going to about to knock on the door and go, hi, I'm here. You need to get yourself out of this mess. You need to go move forward and do the work in order to find that happiness and that love, which is coming. The last card is the Older Woman card. It's a card of reflection. It's upside down. It's also saying that you're not reflecting on the situation. You need to look at the bigger picture here. You need to get past whatever it is that you're stuck on so that you can see the bigger picture and go, look, that is breaking my heart and that is a terrible, I'm traumatized by this, but it's only part of my life. It's only part of my life at the moment, and the day I die in 50 years time, it's going to be a snapshot. What you're going through right now is a snapshot of your overall life, and looking at the bigger picture like that can actually help you gain distance from the individual problem. Okay, guys, I really hope that helped. I'm sorry that it was sucky. Sometimes it is a messy, readings get messy. If you do want more clarity, like I said, this is just a snapshot of what's ahead. You can contact me for a full reading at thegreenspsychic@gmail.com or through the socials. Until next week, keep your chin up, guys. Hi guys, Aaron Leaf Green, the Green Psychic, almost forgot my name. If you chose the present, this is your reading. Before we start though, however, if you didn't watch the intro, I'm just letting everybody know I put a bonus video up on Wednesday on YouTube and TikTok. Some people saw it, some people didn't. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's how I make my magical good luck charms and money talismans and prosperity. I made some for some friends and family and myself. So it's on YouTube. You've got the full video, which goes for about 9 minutes, no talking, some music. You see what I actually do. On TikTok, I made it shorter. So if you did watch the video on TikTok, the 9-minute version is actually up on YouTube if you want to check that out too. So back and forth. But please, guys, like, subscribe, follow, comment, all that stuff. Because the sooner I get to 1,000 followers, the sooner I can go live and do live readings for you guys. Having said that, this is your reading. Okay, so your overall card is the travel card. It's upside down. It's saying there's if you're thinking about traveling at the moment, or there's something, I would advise it. If you're stuck traveling, I feel like that it's not going to be the greatest event. There may be issues along the way, okay? But the overall, what I'm getting for this card is that there's trouble, there's movement moving forward, there's trouble there, there's no movement at the moment. It feels like everything's stagnant and still for you. Look, that can be a good thing, that can be a bad thing. Sometimes it's a good thing when things are still. It gives us a chance to rest and look around and reassess what we're doing and where we want to go. Now, the next card over is actually the overseas travel card. So what's funny with that is we've got lack of movement, and then we've got even more movement than interstate travel. It's overseas travel. So it is saying that there is movement coming for you. There's going to be a big change. I feel like it's in the, let's put it this way, you've applied for a job, you've gone for the interviews, there's no movement at the moment because you haven't got the job, but you're about to get the phone call and say, yeah, okay, now can you come in and do a 60-hour week for us? Like, there's a massive change there, massive move forward, because you might be like, oh my gosh, I haven't got enough money to eat this week. Yet next week, after doing 60 hours, it's going to be raining money. You're going to be like, what am I going to do? So in that sense, there may be a stall at the moment, as in it's stalling at the moment, but there is a giant leap coming for you, okay? Now, for the people that are planning holidays, you've got 2 cards here about movement. If I was going to say anything to you, if you're planning to have a local holiday or interstate holiday, this is actually advising, think bigger, go overseas. The actual airfares may be ridiculously expensive, but prices around the place in tourist spots are cheap at the moment because COVID, everything's locked down. Not only is it cheaper, but the experience is going to be better because people are like, oh my god, tourists! And they're just going to overdo. So think about traveling overseas. Now, there's the pregnancy card here. So this could actually be to do with travel as well. Pregnancy is like planning. It's coming. It's something's in the works. It's going to work out beneficial for you, okay? So maybe if you're planning a holiday at the moment, interstate or around the corner, maybe think about going overseas and push the holiday back a couple of months so you've got that extra funds and plan where you really want to go. And because a lot of people plan for a holiday and they just go, okay, we're going to Queensland. But it's like, well, why can't you go to Fiji or Bali or Singapore or America or go to Europe, go to Norway? Like, there are other places around the world, but people are like, well, never thought of that. Think about it. Apart from travel, the pregnancy card is saying that there is something in the works for you. There's something good coming for you. But again, the pregnancy card is saying it's coming, but it's not here at the moment because you're pregnant. You've got to wait that 9 months to have that baby. Same as the overall card for travel. It's not happening at the moment, but it is coming, okay? Now, the next card is the Sun card, and it's upside down. So this could actually give you a time frame that it's going to happen in winter for Australia. Like, Australians, your winter is well, we're in summer at the moment, so it gives you about 6 months. If you're in winter in America at the moment, it could be that it's about to happen or by the end of winter. But the Sun card itself is actually upside down and saying it's not time to rest and relax and sit back and do nothing. If going back to the metaphor of looking for a job, you may have gone for an interview for this job, doesn't mean you're going to get it. Don't sit back and go, yeah, I nailed that, I'm just going to wait for their response. No, keep applying for jobs, keep going, because a lot of times you might start a job and 2 weeks in you're like, oh my god, I hate this job, this isn't what I want to do. That's normal. We all get scared and fearful, but sometimes it's legit. These people are crazy, and this is an evil place. I don't want to work here, but I'm trapped because I quit my last job and now I'm here and I haven't applied for anything else. And we fall into that category of, oh, well, I have to work here until I apply for something else, and we forget to apply for something else. So that's why I'm saying always apply, because you know, you could be at that job for 2 weeks and get an interview somewhere else that's more perfect. You could be at that job for 6 months and get a job, come back and say, hey, do you want to work here? So keep thinking, keep moving forward, and keep planning for the future. I've got the autumn card here, and it's upside down. So again, this could be a time frame: winter, spring, winter, spring or winter. So we are in Australia, that's towards the end of the year. It could be that, you know, something's paid off, you get to go on that holiday, there's something good for you coming towards the end of the year. Again, for the people in the Northern Hemisphere, that could be the next couple of months, you know, something good's coming for you. But, sorry, this is upside down, so it is saying that there's an ending coming for you. And I look, and the ending could be good, it could be bad. I actually feel like that this is a good ending. I just realized how messed up my green screen is. It could be a good ending, but it is an ending that you need. And the autumn leaf card has the book and the feather. The feather represents the universe and the spirits being around you and supporting you, and the angels. The book there is, even though that it's an ending of something, you've got an empty book there to write your future and write your history. So it's a good ending. So again, it could be the end of a job. Coming into it could be the end of living somewhere and you're moving on to somewhere else. It could be the end of a relationship, and that's great because you're coming into a better relationship. Okay, I've got the younger woman card here, and it's upside down. So this is look, I feel like that this is saying that you need to push yourself a little bit more. You need to put a little bit more effort into everything you're doing. Look, I feel you guys are being proactive and getting ahead of things, and it's really, really great. And you're patting yourselves on the back, and that's great. But it's like, don't stop. Keep going. Keep doing it. Think outside the box. If you're out there applying for jobs, or you're out there on dating sites trying to find somebody, don't just rely on that. Go out to a club or a pub or something to meet somebody, or have a look. There's events all over the place where it's like the singles meet, and you know, there's night markets and stuff like that where you can get out and generally meet new people. Keep your eyes open. Even when you're going to Woolworths to do the shopping, everybody shops. Keep an eye out, see if somebody's checking you out. Go and check somebody out and see what the response is. This is that you need to push yourself a little bit more. Okay, the last card is separation, and it's upside down. So this is saying, even though you're headed for good things and you're headed in the right direction and there is an end coming, this separation I feel like is big. It's kind of like, all right, let's put it this way. I want to be a new person and I'm in a really bad relationship, but I'm going to break up with that person. There's an ending there, but you end up dating the same type of person and end up in the same cycle. There's no separation from that. You've got to work on making sure that the decisions and where you're moving forward is literally you moving forward and not sideways. So work-wise, you've got a sales job. You're a sales rep working for this company, and they're evil and they're horrible. So you quit that job and you go and work in a sales job in this company. And it's the same cycle. You know, make sure that when you're moving on, you're not just moving sideways. Don't just move sideways to move, because I feel like that there's a little bit of, yeah, you're moving on, but you're also running away. You're not learning your lesson, and you need to learn that lesson in order to move forward. Okay, so sales rep from this company to that company, I would then find a better sales rep company, or become an account manager, or something else along those lines where you've got a little bit more power. You know, don't just take a job because it's offered. Don't just go out with somebody because they asked you to. You know, you've got to actually go, is this what I want? Does this make my heart sing? You know, that was more for the romance, not the job, but you know what I'm saying. Look, guys, I really hope that helped. If you do want a full reading, you can contact me at thegreenspsychic@gmail.com or through the socials. If you do want any of the prosperity charms or anything, contact me as well. I normally make it case by case, but I will be making stock over the next couple of weeks. I'll probably put it on Facebook, up there in the Facebook shop. Even if you don't have Facebook, you can check it out. The only reason I'm saying that is it saves me creating a web page just in order to sell this. I eventually will, but for the time being. Anyway, guys, I hope that helped. I will see you next week, and yeah, keep working at it, guys. Yeah. Hi guys, Aaron Lee Freed, the Green Psychic. If you chose the future, this is your reading. Before we get started though, if you didn't watch the intro to this week, I put up a bonus video this week. Just a quick video on how I make my money, prosperity and good luck charms. We all know that I do the magic side of things as well. I normally make them and then I take them off and I do a ritual to bless and empower them. So I put that up there just to show you guys what I do. I made them for myself, some family and friends. It's just a 9-minute video on YouTube. No talking, just some music, and you can have a watch. On TikTok, I clipped it down to like a few minutes. If you watch the TikTok version and want to watch the full version, go check it out on YouTube. And guys, please subscribe, like, follow on all the socials, because the sooner I get to 1,000 followers on each of them, I can go live. So that's to help you guys out. Okay, so the first card out, your overall card, is the negative energy card, which sucks. Okay, so first off, I made this card for my deck for when I'm reading for a client to pick up if there's anything negative around them. A curse, negative energy, psychic attack, you know, just crap. When I do this, when I do these readings, I don't generally go into that because I can't, because this is for a wide audience. But what I am picking up is there is negative energy around you and it's dragging you down. I feel like people are dragging you down, and I'm not just talking about from an energy point of view. You could be being manipulated or played or used or guilted into doing something that you don't want to do in a circumstance like that. Stop it. Like, you need to just stop it. If somebody is draining you of your energy, you need to draw that line, because every relationship, friendship, dating, family, it's all supposed to be 50-50. If you're not getting anything out of a relationship, if you're not getting what you put in, it's not a fair relationship, and you need to do some work to get rid of that relationship or to fix it, whatever you call. Now, the first card out is the sadness and heartbreak card, and it's upside down. So this is good. This actually says to me that you are in the process of pushing those people out and doing your best to move forward away from bad influences. I kind of feel like I'm talking to a bunch of teenagers that are trying to get out of hanging out with the wrong crowd and getting away from that peer pressure and trying to move forward and do the right thing. Rather than hanging around on the corner smoking and rolling people for their wallets and phones, you're actually out there trying to do an apprenticeship and start your life. Okay, that's metaphorical, but that's how I'm feeling here. And the fact that the sadness card is upside down is it's going to bring you a lot of freedom, a lot of happiness. It's going to repair what's broken in your heart. I feel like that you may have gone through some stuff and you've been holding on to it, but you're finally letting it go and being able to be healthy and free and happy and move forward. And the great thing is, you go do that apprenticeship, you're going to have all this money in your pocket, and you know, then you're going to pass these guys that are still on the corner smoking and trying to roll people, and you're like, geez, that's where I used to be. So there is a lot of happiness and fulfillment there. Now, the next card over is the connection card, and it's upside down. So this is saying at the moment you are feeling disconnected. It's kind of like, I actually feel like in a good way, it's kind of like, look, I know I don't fit in there, but I'm okay with that because I don't want to fit in there. But where do I fit in? What do I want to do? That's the connection. The connection is more with yourself and where you want to go and what you want to do and who you're connected to. And like, okay, I want to connect to a person that wants a job or wants to go further in my career, or I'm starting to outgrow the bad boy type and I want a good guy that I can take home to mum, you know. It is that sort of that you're not feeling connected, you're not there yet, but your eyes are open and you're trying, and that's a good thing, because I do feel like by doing that, you are going to find your way, you are going to find connection. The next card is the sex card, and it's the right way up. So first off, again, this is very positive, especially in the physical, obviously, sex around you, but sex is passion, it's attraction, it's all these good things. This is also desire, what you want coming true, and you achieving what you want to do. So if you want to get away from this relationship or these people, oh, pooey, got a puppy underneath me that just did a smelly. and she's deaf, so she doesn't even know. Okay, so yeah, it's getting away from that. That you know, getting away from those people or that situation. I want to get away from that, and I want to head over here. The desire is saying that you are going to achieve that. The sex card is saying that desire is going to come true. So that's a very positive outlook for your future. The harder you try, the more you try to get away from bad things, the more you're going to succeed at the moment. The next card over is the positivity card. It is happiness. It is everything positive energy around you. It might not be that you win the lotto, but you're going to feel like you win the lotto with just little things that are happening. It's just being peace and happiness. Okay, that's what the positivity card is. The danger and authority card here, if you're worried about any sort of outcome from leaving behind a situation or people or whatever, that they might come after you, or that's going to be, there's none of that. Okay, it might start out with people yelling at whatever, but you're going to get away from that situation, which means there's no outcome here of danger and worry and, you know, all those fears that we have inside, whether they're legitimate fears or paranoid fears or just fears that worry us. You don't need to worry about danger. Okay, you're in the right, you're doing the right thing, and that's all that matters, because the rest is going to fall away. The last card here is the elderly card, and it is upside down. So what this is saying is the current situation you find yourself in that you're getting away, that's not going to last forever. You're going to move forward, you're going to get away, you're going to change your life. Great. But this energy that you're feeling right now, or that you're going to be feeling of, yeah, I'm making it through the crap, and it's not specifically going to last forever. Everything, all of our emotions, all of our energy comes in waves. It comes and goes. So what that's saying is utilize that energy when you have it. If you're like, I need to stop, I need to lose weight, go and join the gym today, or go start walking today. Get into that pattern now, so in the next 2 weeks when you start to go, oh, whatever, you're already doing it, so you continue doing it. Do you know what I'm saying? You need to maximize what you can do with this energy when you have it. Same as when we're energetic, we need to just maximize. Okay, I mopped the bathroom floor. Okay, great, I did something. Don't stop there. Go and bloody mop the rest of the house and vacuum and clean. Utilize that energy that you have while you have it, because if you sit back and go, okay, well, I'm good, tomorrow you'll need to mop the floor and you might not have that energy and be like, oh, why didn't I do this yesterday? So maximize on that energy. Okay, alright guys, well, that's the end of the reading. I hope that it helped. Again, if you want a full reading, you can contact me at thegreenspsychic@gmail.com or through the socials. If you're after a money talisman or something along those lines, you can contact me as well. I will be having more bonus videos up as they come, because I am going to build stock instead of just making it one-on-one, so people can have a look and choose what they like. Apart from that, I wish you guys well, and I will see you next week.